we are back, continuing on with Baldur's Gate 3. We're in the Grove, where we left off before. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Eridan to knock out, I forgot his name. But, anyway, since we're here, let me...
Out of sight, out of mind.
Take a little looky-loo. A couple of things.
What to take from your pocket to mine. Carefully now.
Just
not up for trading today, I'm afraid. What to choose?
Thank you.
Well, that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we were hoping the Tiefling would get knocked out because he's got some gloves that are good for, well, healers. So in our case, it would be Shadowheart. Anyway, so since we're here, we have got some exploring to do inside the Grove. As far as purchases, nothing really at this moment. It's mainly just going to be talking to some people, then eventually making our way to somewhere we've been already.
If not over,
that's the idea. So, let's just come take a look, you know, if there's any knickknacks up here. Or if Kaldani here is going to be hanging out. Yep. Okay. Well, then in that case, let's come over here.
Someone's going to answer for this.
Uncle, what?
I don't feel like
And I know who.
trying to mess with people who can see us, trying to pickpocket some items, you know,
More goblins.
stuff like that. So, we're just going to make our way up here. All right. I got the initiative. Enemy is surprised in our case. So I'm thinking hit him with the Hunter's Mark. And I think just a regular shot. Boom. Good shot. And I think we can get a little elevation. Because I believe he'll stay surprised. And then we'll get our turn. So just in case this doesn't work out. Alright, so Shadowheart, you've got your crossbow, bit of fire, save the spells for now. Let's just do crossbow, 50%. Good.
Victory is assured. It shall be done.
Gale, you can get up here, hit him with some fire, of course. Okay. Lae'zel, can you jump to him? That would be cool. Oh, you can't jump over everybody. Wow. Jump to there, it looks like.
In my best interest.
Whoosh. And let's go ahead and hit him with just a regular. And you missed, of course. Okay, so she's gonna run a little bit. Now we'll get our attack. A little high ground advantage, archery advantage, call it day. There we go. Alright. So, let's have a talk with Nadira.
I have something to ask.
Oh.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you?
Nope.
Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
As far as deception, I mean, we do have advantage on this, so there's no reason to not use our advantage. We don't have the highest charisma, though, but still. All we gotta do is roll 5. One of these two die has got to be a 5 or higher. Okay, both of them were. Excellent. But yeah, got me. Hand the coin over. Be on my way. You know, just call it a day there.
That bloody Irenes. Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Alright, so we got a soul coin. So just to show what this is, so it's strange and Strange, incomprehensible whispers emanate from this coin, pervading your mind with rage and despair. These coins can power infernal engines, which at least our merry band of adventurers knows nothing about infernal engines currently. I do. I'm sure most of you do too if you're watching this, but we'll get to that later. All right.
Open up.
So, you've got some poison. Gold is always good. That Morning Star, I think we already got Shadowheart. Morning Star, she's got her crossbow equipped currently. Let's take it just in case, and if not, you know, we can sell it. The poisons, I mean, we're going to pick them up. I was trying to think, should I split them between me and Lae'zel? I think will be a good idea. So I'll take this and that. There we go. Excellent. Now let's just make our way right down here. Be a little pile of treasure.
What's that?
Maybe at some point we'll get a survival check that doesn't work. Because you can still get those, just in case there's anyone who doesn't know. A little arcane cultivation. Gain another spell slot. I'm going to send that to Gale for now. I'll pick up the rest of these. We'll worry about divvying up potions later. Now, we are Dark Urge. I am not interacting with Timber here. No thank you. If you want to know what happens as a Dark Urge when you do that, you can go find that out. We're not that mean. Alright, so let's make our way back over here. Check these crates out real quick. Alright. Some food. Send those over to camp. Clothes and stuff. I'm just going to add these to my wares. Let's try to make a little bit of gold. Speaking of making some gold, let's go over here and talk to Aaron. Not Aaron in this case.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Okay, let's see. What are you selling?
Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Okay. So, bits and bobs you no longer need. So this would be one thing I'm tempted to pick up, because I still haven't decided on the party yet. So obviously we're going to be our Gloomstalker Assassin, our Terry Doolight. Terry will be our Gloomstalker. I definitely want Shadowheart to be a healer. That goes without saying. As far as other party members, so we got Lae'zel, and potentially later on Karlach. You know, could be good one way or the other. And I'm trying to think if I want to make one of them a thrower type of character. And then of course we got Gale for wizardry and stuff like that, but part of me is thinking about turning him from a wizard into a sorcerer, which would be basically the build that I beat the game with, turning into a sorcerer that could do all kinds of just ridiculous stuff. That's what I'm thinking of. But we're not going to get to those kinds of decisions just yet. So if you see this in the comments, if you have party preferences of who we take, what their builds are, feel free to leave that in the comments. But if no one comments, well, I'm still going to have to figure out something. Spell Thief. Regain a level 1 spell slot when you land a crit hit. It's not bad. I don't know about 250 gold, though. This would be one thing like I said, if we do a throwing character, that would be good. Otherwise, missile snaring, some better armors. Other than that, as far as arrows, what do you have? Throwing thunder. A darkness arrow could be useful if we all had, like Devil's Sight and stuff like that. Not going for a darkness type of party. Otherwise, some basic scrolls, some revivifies. Yeah, I think we're good. So let's sell our wares first and foremost. Now Shadowheart, yeah, since this mace is here, that means she's got the Morning Star. So we'll sell that. We'll sell this. These Lae'zel, we can send those back to camp. Otherwise, keep some of the throwing items. This rapier, I might as well equip that, to be honest, because we're not getting a dual wield bonus. What if I do this, and this, and potentially pick up a shield somewhere along the way to give us a little bit extra AC? That could work. And then just sell the scimitars. I think that'll be good.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
Indeed. All right.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
Little
Not
argument.
what I said.
Can we stop?
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Yeah, that works too. So let's see, we can tell them to get out, persuade them to stay with our no charisma. We can just say we choose the wilderness over the dangers of a city any day. So stay. Yeah, stay.
What? The dangers of overpriced taverns and muddy streets? I think I'll take that risk.
The city's not going anywhere. I'm staying. We're needed here.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
There we go. Okay. A little bit of that.
I'd die if I met the Roakan
If we had animal speaking
get the
just kind of an at will, there's a nice little interaction with this strange ox right here. It's Zevlor, by the way, is the name I was trying to think of a little bit ago for which tiefling we wanted to get knocked out. Anyway, let's just come search a little bit. Posters. There's a little open crate right here. Let's go ahead and check that out. Apple, let's go into camp. Little backpack. More food for the camp. Little book. Otherwise, over here, got backpacks and other containers, and maybe some things over here we can pick up and sell as well. There's nothing in that. That'll go to camp. Take this. Let's go up here. So we've got crossbow, mace, couple of daggers. Again, just picking these up mainly to get a little bit of gold. Let's see if we can lockpick this. Okay. And just for the heck of it, guidance. That's how we do. That's how we do. Nat 20s. Okay. Let's see. A little book. Okay, so we'll take this, and we'll just look at selling those. A little food, thank you. We can get a little conversation up here, why not? A little bit of flavor.
And we'll have a dog, right?
They don't allow them in Baldur's Gate. Cats, though?
A little orange cat. And a house with a little door so that it can come and go as it pleases.
And a high fence to keep eavesdroppers out.
Don't mind me, just passing through.
No bother. We're just daydreaming anyhow.
What about you? Big plans for when you get to the city?
Well, let's see. Knowing me, high chance to start a fire, be sent to jail. That sounds like us.
Know what you mean.
Do we ever?
But I've heard there's all sorts in the city. It might not be like it was in El Terrell. I mean, in Baldur's Gate, they give you a chance.
Good luck to you. Wish us a little too. I think we'll all need it.
Surely destined for the slaughter. What would be more perfect than to die by your love's side? And known love was not enough.
Intrigue abound.
Die if I met a Roakan reeking of this.
Alright, otherwise, we got more looting to take a look at.
My love, great caravan escort for
Look at this.
went to the middle of your ship.
Add those to our wares, of course. That can be added to our wares as well. Why not? A little bit of food. Yes, please. A damage the vas. No, thank you.
No helping it.
Get everything we can for free. And then maybe some things we can't quite get for free. Like possibly over here. Potentially. But that's, you know, a maybe not. Roland's still here.
We should have left by now. Damnation. Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake.
Well, why the rush to leave?
You don't understand. My apprenticeship with Leroican begins shortly. I cannot be late. Yes, that Leroican. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Yeah. So I think we've heard some bad stories about Leroican. Just throw this in for flavor.
Common gossip. The byproducts of ignorance and jealousy. I've admired Leroican for years. Never dreamed he'd answer my letter. But I've worked myself to the bone for this. Few can match me in either magic or talent. The names Roland and Leroican will be known far and wide. You'll see.
Okay. Otherwise, we got some other stuff we can do here.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards.
Indeed.
Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
Okay. We will stop thinking about delicious dwarf and take the bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me.
We received some gruel. Excellent. Auntie Ethel, hello.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. You're twitching something fierce, love. And your eyes. You look like you don't know the meaning of the word sleep.
Nope.
Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
We'll let her fuss.
Aha! You take a sip of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
What is it exactly?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here.
All right, we'll
You
take
just
that.
look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
I think we look awfully fabulous, if I do say so myself. But we're just bone weary after a difficult day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
What harm? Show me your wares.
Hey, bother.
All right, so we got ourselves a nice healing potion, which is excellent. She's mainly going to have little ingredients, which will, of course, pick up along the way. A little bit of food. Little staff for monk type characters. So while the wielder is not wearing armor, they receive a +2 bonus saving throws and natural pugilist. Gain a +1 bonus to unarmed attack rolls if we were playing monk. This would be good. Otherwise, there's a potion of invisibility. Not even going to worry about that. The only thing might be these elixir of hill giant strength. Those can come in handy if we go like throwing can be good. Depending on what type of bow we use, that could be good. But there's other ways to kind of help bring our strength up. But if we needed to, we could get those. But I'm not too hyper focused on. Okay, elixir of hill giant strength the whole game. I'm not worried about that. Let's calm down. Anyway, otherwise, we can switch over to trade. Let's just sell our wares. What else can we sell? This and this. And I think that's it for now.
Take care now, sweetie.
You too, Auntie Ethel. What a nice old lady. I'm sure it'll be great the next time we see her.
No helping it. We're
Anyway.
exposed now.
Nothing there.
Die if I met Heroic and reeking of this place. Never get the smell of it.
Hello, Damon.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Forge is holding on by a thread. Are you a smith?
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Infernal machinery mentioned something that relates to that soul coin that we picked up. Well, let me see your wares. So obviously, being a smith, got some better stuff. Hunting shortbow is a nice pickup early, only 163. I might get that. Otherwise, let's see. A longbow. Typical arrows. As far as armor goes, you know, there's a couple of things here and there. I think a shield will probably be able to pick up. Dexterity saving throws and checks. That's also pretty good. My voice assistant on the phone. Apparently I said something that sounded like their name. Okay. Otherwise, there's a mall. I'm trying to think. For us, there's actually some pretty sweet armor we can get by doing a bit of an exploit. But I don't know if we want that because there's other armor that are better for our character specifically. So other characters could use that armor. If you know what I'm talking about, it deals with Raphael. I don't know if you can still do that thing, but we might try it out here in another time. But I think getting this early. Let's see, how much gold do we have? 950. A bow and this, because the bow that we're really going to use is a little ways off. And it costs a good amount. So you know what? Let's get this and this. Okay. And let's just head out. Alright. So we got some new armor and a new bow. All right, still looking fabulous though. So let's keep it moving. All right. Otherwise, let's just send those to camp. Send that to camp. That. A bit of that, and our little quest marker for here.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yeah. Suggest you do as she says.
Lower.
We'll just wait for them to obey.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Okay. Well, it looks like Lae'zel has something to say.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Alright, so, well, what happens next? Or what comes next?
The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Did you say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run.
No. It's Faerun. And what do you mean, purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Alright. So, other than that, we'll backpack here. What you got? A sponge tray. Using this will clean off dirt, blood, and face paint, and will remove conditions that make you smell. Not useful, really, but it's a fun little, just a fun little thing that's there. Little bit of gold, thank you. And a little bit of food. Okay, now we got another interaction over this way, shall we?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Your mind wanders. If the crossbow bolt shot through her mouth, would she taste the metal before she died?
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
Well, I think we let the Dark Urge handle its business here. We're gonna stand back and admire the guard's overflowing hate.
Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the Absolute I am. I'm blessed. Here it comes, you little beast.
Okay. Of course, prisoner, not much. Yeah, that don't really have anything on them. There's nothing really over here. There is another path that goes over this way. Not too worried about that. There's a way to get into this. Currently not too worried about that as well. Let's just double check if this barrel looks like a little bit of food. Alright, make our way up this way.
Step, parry, strike, damn it! It's just not landing.
Interesting technique. You having some trouble?
Nothing but. Goblins in the wild out for blood, and the druids in here looking to kick us out. Or worse. We need to be ready for a fight. But I'm useless with a sword.
Well, we can best do some insight. No wonder you're struggling. With no balance. Space your feet farther apart. Alright. And might as well throw a bit of guidance in. It's free. It's free real estate. Boom.
I'll try and brace them better. Like so. Step, brace, parry, swing. Yes! You really know what you're doing. Found this by the road. Bet you'll put it to good use.
Oh, and one last thing. Don't shout your moves like that. It spoils the surprise for your foe.
Oh, yes. I'll bite my tongue when the time comes.
Alright, let's leave. Alright, Lae'zel has been inspired. Alright, let's talk to Asherak.
The Blade of Frontiers. What a thrill for the children.
They're tough kids. Smart, too. The future's in good hands.
And now, talk to Will.
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Hey there. Can I have a word?
Well met. The Blade of Frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Indeed. But, who's that woman? The one in your thoughts?
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach. An archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill.
I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her.
She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Okay, well, then let's join forces. I'll help you cast this devil back into the hells.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
Well, meet me at camp then.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Okay. Later, Will. Back to Asherak.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids. Spare a story or two.
Just love this. Bad news, children. You're all going to die. I know if I was like streaming and had the integration turned on, that would definitely be the chosen option. But will be nice. Be strong. Watch over your kin. And trust there's victory.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
All right. Now, we'll make our way over here. We've got some gloves that can be picked up. We're not talking to you, Donnie. Okay, otherwise, do that. And this chest, I know sometimes if people see you unlock it, they disapprove. And they get upset. I think Donnie's one of them. So we'll not pick the lock in front of Donnie. We're not talking to either one of these little kids. We're just gonna come right down here. Drop our little chest. Now we'll lockpick it. Bonus, of course. Alright. Not even gonna need to worry about it. Boom. All of the bonuses. All of the bonuses. Let's go. And we've got... Okay. What's going on here?
Let my daughter go right now! She's a thief, hellspawn, and you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back! Oh, let me through, Ragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
All right. A lot of yelling, people turning into bears.
Come, Magrin, give him a chance. You, get back!
Hey, if it weren't for me, you'd be overrun by goblins by now. I'll go where I please.
Keep back! Force my hand and I'll show you its claws.
A moment, Giona.
What? Oh, I understand. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead.
Yeah, apparently. All right, let's come on over here. Volo, we need to talk to you and buy something.
You there! Ah, my good friend. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close?
Indeed.
A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions. But first thing, let's do some trading. We want to get the Whispering Promise. And let's see. Let's send those over to Lae'zel for now. I'm gonna sell you that and that. That's good. Okay, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
They're common variety goblins led by a lasher and flanked by booyahs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
Well, unfamiliar. I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Well, it was brass, no doubt about it. Wink.
Witness mistook obvious silver dragon for brass. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one,
a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglaviet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Bit of superstition, not worth the ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Alright, well, be careful. Goblins aren't known for mercy.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And an invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket.
Until we meet again.
Ta-ta. Alright. Now, otherwise, for here, let's just go and pick up some free stuff. Bit of that.
I smell drama amongst these adventurers.
We have speak with animals. There's a lot of different stuff you can do here. Lots of animals to talk to. Otherwise, you can use a potion, but I'm just gonna do this, and real quick, let's come have a quick chat. Tuffet. And we're gonna throw a fish next to the elevator. This is why we kept one in our inventory. So now he gets off of the elevator, and we can use it freely. And it goes back to sleep. Anyway, other than that, we have got a little stuff down here, so let's come grab it. Not a lot of stuff, but just, you know, a little item or two underneath this flat rock right here. Nope, not the flat rock. There is another rock. I forget which one it is. Maybe it is. There we go. Amulets of Sylvanas. Okay, so that. Real quick, let's send this to Shadowheart. That is Lesser Restoration, so it's an abjuration spell. I don't think any of us really are gonna need to use that currently. That's fine. So let's go over to Shadowheart. Get that ring equipped. Otherwise, for Lae'zel, send those back to camp. Go ahead and, nope, not equip those. Shadowheart. There we go. I think we're good. Let's just go ahead and sort inventories. Get them nice.
Still breathing, despite everything.
And then let's come over
on my way
here. There we go. So there is a little wooden chest right here. Not gonna be, you know, the best loot hanging around, but who knows? Maybe some kind of random drops will be good for us. Who knows? Hey, arcane interference, roaring thunder. Okay, some good stuff. Got a couple arrows. That's always good. All right, let's come back up here and back up over here. While we're walking, hydration.
Yes, I see. Is that blood? No.
Oh, I do wish I could understand you.
Okay. And then we've got Bird's Nest. I think we can jump it. Yeah. We're athletic enough to do that. Okay, Dark Ring and a Bloodstone. Those are all going to wares. Just come back over here. Pop down. Most excellent. Also, another funny animal conversation you can have right here. Alfira.
Dance upon pain will fade away. Words of mine will change. No.
What's the tune you're singing?
More like butchering. Don't know why I bother.
Butchering is an interesting word to use. Anyway, you alright?
No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song.
Oh.
I can't... Nothing fits, you know?
Well, that's the creative process for you. Agony and ecstasy. Mostly agony.
True. And when you finally perfect a song, there's nothing like it. But when you're stuck and it's just getting worse, ugh.
Ugh. Well, can I help you finish the song?
It can't hurt. I have an extra lute, if you want.
Well, first things first. What's the song about?
My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her dancing beneath the stars. A huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect.
All right. Well, we'll just nod in encouragement and gesture to her lute.
Words of mine will turn to ash when you cool the last light down. Yes, yes!
Concert time, everybody.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Moon, sun, all remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Moon, sun, all remind me of your grace. Faith, care, all the love I can't repay. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and know that I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry.
No worries. Cry as much as you need.
She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it.
Well, come up with a fine tribute for her, or to her.
Lihala said that's why eulogies were important. They were for the living as well as the dead. I'd forgotten what it was like. That itch to perfect a song. The Weeping Dawn will be my gift to Lihala. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Too sweet. Odiously sweet. The vomitous gall within despairs at your kindness.
All right. Let's check the basket. It's in that camp, of course. Chest that we can lockpick. I'm not even gonna get guidance. Donate it. That's right. Okay. And then we've got our Cap of Curing. You inspire an ally using Bardic Inspiration. They also gain or regain 1 to 6 hit points. Well, that is going to Wares, because we're not going to have a bard in our party. Alright, so otherwise, there's stuff to do down here. We'll come back for that. There's a little interaction over here. We'll go ahead and just get that knocked out. Boink, boink, boink. Alright, let's go to this door. Just head on down.
I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a
what, Wrath?
Madness.
A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Well, a thief. Poison. What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Well, we could go Dark Urge, for sure. We can... Let's see. Straight up start attacking. We'll try to detect thoughts. It's a 13. And get a little guidance.
Halcyon is gone. I am first druid now. I will take control and prove my authority.
Okay, well, you've proven your authority, now prove your mercy.
Fair words. Child, take to the others word of my grace. Sif, Tila, to me.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga.
Master Halsin will...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
All right. Got some people to talk to. So, Gale.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
Sounds like you have something to confess.
Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
And Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
Okay. Well, how badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Okay, and you're sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
All right, let's turn to other matters. Conversation. We can get caught up on conversations later, so we will leave for now. All right, so we got Wrath we can talk to.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented.
Well, that Kaga seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
Well, seems happy to rule the roost. Who's the real leader?
Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad.
Well, I'm in need of a healer. Badly. Got a tadpole in her eyeball.
Like many, you seek Halsin's craft. But you'd have to settle for Nettie. Find her further in the cave. Her gift is great too. You can trust her.
Well, it sounds like Halsin might be the better bet. Where is he?
The adventurers say they lost track of him in a temple to the west. Would that I could track him myself, but I cannot leave with Korga doing as she wills.
Okay, well, I guess I'll take my chances on Nettie.
I pray she can heal what ails you.
Right. Otherwise, Kaga. Let's have a little chit-chat.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Well, I don't know about a monster, but you are protecting your own. Sometimes cruelty is required.
First you urge grace, then you speak truth. You surprised me twice over. A shame the grace period ends. The Viper's fangs have been bared. She must guard her brood. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Okay, well, Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Well, then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Okay, then.
We just let her run off. She's a child. A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
A devil child. All right.
Yet she failed.
That's what matters.
We'll come on over this way. Check some containers real quick. Send that to camp. Nothing really worthwhile. Over here, we've got Nettie.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Alright, we'll just wait.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed?
Looking for Nettie.
You found her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible.
Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
Well, more than tired, something crawled into my eye.
Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles.
Yep, that's it. I mean, whether kinds are there, it's not like a frog hopped into my eye.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help.
Okay.
We need to be quick. This way.
We got some free stuff, though. It's, of course, stuff we can steal, but not risking it at present time. Even though we could save scum, I'm going to basically avoid that. We also got a level as well. So let's do a little something here.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
So what we're doing is we're going to dismiss Shadowheart and then get her back into the party, because that'll bump her XP up to where ours is at, because right now she doesn't have the level up option. So, see whenever we get to camp.
If you're sure.
Yep, I'm sure.
As you like. Perhaps I'll see you at camp.
Indeed. Okay, Shadowheart. Oh, we can't talk to her. So what we can do real quick, though, is go back to camp. Just real quick. I thought we could be able to catch her before. Alright, so Shadowheart.
Something the matter?
Join me.
All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Boom. So now she's got the level as well. There is a traveler's chest right here that we'll be taking a look at some point, but for now, let's leave camp. Yeah, so that's a nice little handy tip, I guess you could say, is that if a member of your party hasn't reached a level when you do, send them to camp, get them back in your party, boom, bumps them up. Alright, so real quick, let's get our levels. We get our subclass. Finally. Okay, so under our subclass, here we go. Gloomstalker. Emerging like a horrible gift from the envelope of darkness and shadow, you ambush and put down your foes before they can even scream. So some features. We got Dread Ambusher, specialized in taking out foes swiftly and ruthlessly. We gain a +3 bonus to our initiative. First turn of combat, your movement speed increases by 10 feet, and you can make an attack that deals an additional 1d8 of damage. Plus we get superior dark vision. We can now see in the dark up to 80 feet. As actions, we can hide, and we can do Umbral Shroud, which is basically become invisible if you are obscured, so not just bright daylight and stuff like that. And we get a spell. So, as far as spells go, let's see. Ensnaring Strike is not bad. Enhanced Leap is pretty good because that can get us, say we need to get elevation, on a target. We can also get behind a target, potentially, as well. That's not bad. Otherwise, there's Long Strider, which is just always useful. Speak with Animals is fun. Otherwise, Cure Wounds, Animal Friendship, and Goodberry. Hail of Thorns. I think what we're gonna do... Ensnaring can come in handy, but... I think I'm gonna go Enhanced Leap, actually. Give us a little bit extra distance. Our for Gale, right now, as far as what we are going to learn... Let's see... I'll be able to get Misty Step from some stuff later, and there's also some other movement stuff later as well, but for right now, until we do some respec stuff, we're going to go Cloud of Daggers. That's always good. And Flaming Sphere is another one. I'm trying to think, is there something else? Enlarge or Reduce can be fun. Knock is, pretty nice for just opening things that aren't or that are held shut by a mundane lock. So basically anything that's not a magical lock, that is pretty good. Invisibility, not bad. But I'm thinking... I think right now, Misty Step probably be good. We can replace it later if we need to. But thinking that, otherwise... Shield, Magic Missile, Mage, Armor, Grease. I think I'll replace Grease with Misty Step for now. But respec, those are all coming later. Alright, for Lae'zel, as far as her class goes, I may respec her to an Eldritch Knight for throwing if I decide to keep her. Otherwise, I'm thinking we go with reduced by 1 for a crit. Otherwise, we get the superiority dice. I'm going to go Battle Master for now. And let's go with a trip attack. It's always good to knock someone down and get some good advantage. Disarming's not bad. Let's see. Riposte, just a retaliation. Sweeping is for multiple enemies, of course. Disarming can be good. Distracting. Use both your action and bonus action on a turn to attack a target with advantage and deal an additional 1d8 damage. So that's potential as well. I think I'll go with that for now. There's still a chance we're going to respec her into something else. And finally, for Shadowheart, we are getting some good spells here. Cure Wounds can go away. Hold Person is a great spell. Enhance Ability is great. Spiritual Weapon can be good. Silence, though, if I decide to go with the sort of exploit I mentioned earlier, we will be using Silence. Otherwise, with what's coming up, I think we will drop inflict wounds. Let's get silence and enhance ability. That can get us out of some sticky situations, like dialogue stuff and things like that. Okay. So, now we've just got to talk to Nettie some more. Let's get the Autumn Crocus.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
Well, I'm hoping for a less grave cure.
I'll do the best I can. I'm no Master Halcyon, mind. He'd have your tadpole out like that. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
No, I'll stay. I'd rather know exactly what you're up to.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. What's that plant, though? Will it help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
Well, maybe you put the briar down and we'll talk.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you?
I mean, lots of stuff. I can merge my mind with anyone that's infected. That's a start.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halcyon was desperate to find where all this was happening.
Oh, on a mind flare ship. Was kidnapped and infected.
A mind flare ship? But Master Halcyon was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous.
Indeed.
If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
All right, I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flare infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halcyon and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So, you know, think it's only a matter of time?
Could be, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halcyon heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
So what do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halcyon and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. and perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
All right. Well, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more, but only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne, and Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
Okay.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
So we got our...
It's lethal stuff. Let's hope we won't have to sample its delights.
Exactly. I'm right there with you, Gale. So, that's actually where I'm going to stop it. I thought the Grove was going to take me a lot less time. We've gone a little over an hour. It's getting a little bit late. So there will be a... I don't want to say a Grove Part 2 because there's not a lot left to do. We've got a little exploration in this room, in another room. There's a fight down by the beach, but we'll come back to that later. Head out, talk to some people, and then we're going to go towards Withers so we can look at getting our respecs going. That's the plan for next time. So, before I get out of here, as always, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy. See you guys later.